pencil. As we take time to get those things together, as we all come as a child, we give thanks that we are an affirming ministry in the United Church of Canada. You can see the rainbow candles lit in the back and our pride flags. We give thanks and welcome all of God's rainbow children to this time and sacred space together. And we give thanks for the land that we share, this good earth. We're on Treaty 2 land, traditional lands of the Dakota Sioux, the Anishinaabe, the Cree, and Oji-Cree, and we're here in the heart of the Métis Nation. So as we begin this time, as I said, I invite everybody to join in this spiritual practice today. And we want to begin by thinking about breathing as an act of healing. And while you're listening, also some of you keep an eye on Bernie to make sure that he's staying on task. He works hard during the week and sometimes can miss a beat on Sunday morning. So just keep an eye on him back there.
I might color outside. Right? I might color outside.
You might color outside the lines, and that's okay, as we sing about all the time, right? Don't color yet, all right? We're going to start with our breath, with some healing breath. So we're not just talking about breathing. We're talking about we're not just talking about inhaling and exhaling, right? Which we do even without thinking. We're thinking about taking a deep and healing breath that oxygenates our bodies and connects us with the Spirit of God. Job says, "The Spirit of God has made me, and the breath of God gives me life." So, as people of faith, as children of faith, when we breathe in and when we breathe out, each breath is a spirit breath. It's the breath of God in our lungs and in our bodies, bringing in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. And our souls need to breathe God, working to heal us from the inside out. And that's what we're thinking about today. So let's start by taking a deep breath in through our nose and hold it for a moment. And then out through your mouth. Let's do that one more time. Now today I want us to think about something that may make us a little bit uncomfortable. We want to think about all the ways that we've been hurting this past year during this pandemic. Maybe we've been hurting or frustrated or even angry because we haven't been able to see our friends as much or been able to play together. Maybe we can't see our grandparents or members of our family, and maybe grandparents can't see their grandchildren. And we're doing that so we can help keep each other healthy and safe, and even though we know that can be a really hard thing. Maybe we can't play sports or do some of the activities that we love, although having a break from curling has been kind of nice. Maybe we're just worried about all the bad news that's out there. Maybe we're anxious. Maybe we knew someone in our school or someone in our family that's been sick, and maybe we've been worried if we would be sick, or our parents or grandparents or friends. Maybe we don't like having to do so much on the computer. I know that's been a real challenge for some of you with school, and times at the beginning of January and last year when you just had to be online. And do you know, I even talked to some of my kids' friends who were 17 and 18 who even got teary-eyed when they said how hard it was just to be online. So it's getting at all of us. And we name these things, we tell the truth, because that's part of the way that we heal. So think about those things and take your sheet of paper, and I want you to think about those things that have hurt you this past year, things you've been maybe frustrated or angry about, and then just take a moment to write them down, or you can draw a picture of what that looks like. Okay, so we're all just going to take a moment to do that. I'm thinking about not being able to go to the gym and the sauna and the hot tub, which really in the past has gotten me through these cold winters like we had a few weeks ago. I'm thinking about not being able to get together with family and friends at Christmas. Keep writing what you're thinking about. And once you've written down all of those things, I want you to take your paper and we're just going to wad that up, because sometimes when we're hurting, we get angry or frustrated. So take that paper when you're ready and just wad it up into a ball. Feels kind of good to do that, doesn't it? And then I want you to take that paper, and like I said, sometimes we get so frustrated, we stomp our feet, we get teary-eyed, we might get angry, and we might even get so mad that we shred our paper in half. So tear it right down the middle. So now take those two pieces, and you want to just smooth them out as much as you can. You're not going to be able to get rid of all the wrinkles, and that's all right. Smooth out that paper, and then put your two halves back together. Remember to keep an eye on Bernie here too, to make sure.
I ripped mine into 4 pieces. So.
Oh, you ripped yours into 4 pieces. Bernie got really angry.
I was really angry, yeah.
So then take your tape, and the best that you can, tape those 2 pieces or those 4 pieces back together.
You didn't say we'd need a lot of tape.
Yeah, some of us may need more tape than others. All right. And then just kind of fold that sheet down. And don't fold it, but press it down. And it's kind of a mess, isn't it? It's wrinkled. It might be hard to see some of what you've written, or if you made a picture, and it's got a tear that I can see mine. There's a little hole in the center of it that didn't totally get taped up. And are we stuck this way? Are we stuck with all these hurts, or this frustration, or this anger? You know, the good thing about life is when we have these hurts, we can turn the page over and we can start again. So turn your page over and look at that blank sheet of paper. Now, it's got some wrinkles and creases, and it had to be patched back together. Is it perfect? Is it like that piece of paper? Is your piece of paper like you started with, Bernie?
Not quite, no.
Not quite, no. But that's kind of what life is like. We're not perfect. Life isn't perfect. But when we turn the page, we can start again. So on this other side of the paper, then, sometime today or this week, I want you to write some words, or I want you to draw something that talks about kind of what you're hoping that you can do, maybe ways creative ways that you can find to connect with family and friends. I know you're already doing that. Sometimes we just need to celebrate that. So draw a picture, write some words, and take a look at that. And remember that even when we go through hard times, even when we're hurting or angry, that God helps in our healing, and we can start again. We can start new. God doesn't throw us away, and God's love changes us. It transforms us into something new. You took that torn and that blurry paper, and as you do a picture or some words, you're going to transform that into something new and beautiful. And remember, beauty isn't, again, about being perfect. It's about being the treasure that God has made you to be.